Hi, Ashley. Are you there by any chance?
Yes.
Hi, do you have the login for San Francisco Chronicle you can drop in the Slack?
Yes. Yeah, Cassidy said she's doing it right now for you guys.
Okay, thank you, Cassidy.
No problem.
Yeah, I need a little extra time too. Thanks, Courtney.
Cassidy or Ashley, are one of you able to let Courtney back into the meeting?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I was just looking down away from my
That's
screen,
okay.
but I just got her back in here.
You all ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Wow, killer portfolios, I think, especially from San Francisco Chronicle and Univision. I really appreciate the breadth of stories that that both are reporting on. Especially the San Francisco Chronicle, there was such a wide variety of topics and also a wide variety of mediums they were using. I loved the 3D illustrations and the sea level rise piece. I thought the short video vignettes and the homegrown and homeless in Oakland piece were I couldn't stop watching them. And then, got really hungry after watching the bagel piece. So I thought that was a nice portfolio. And with Univision, same thing. It's such an important breadth of topics, which is what struck me the most. And the New York Times piece is also really good. I think, I'm kind of wondering if we're judging, it says to judge these portfolios as a whole. So, and I'm thinking not any of them, none of them have like a streamlined sort of presentation or topic or anything like that. So I think they're just representative of the entire organization. Would you all agree with that? So maybe we're not judging on like, do these pieces go together so much as is it an impressive body of work? I also love the clickable database in the Univision piece and the after femicide piece. I thought that was a really good way to give some more context behind the numbers that they were talking about.
Yeah, I agree. I was struck by the vignettes in the homegrown and homeless in Oakland as well. I thought it was so effective to see them do videos that were like basically 45 seconds or under, and a really audience first move. Like, I think we all know how hard it is to be like, I shot this whole interview, let's use 30 seconds of it. But like, they really thought of the audience there, and that like people are not often, when reading a feature, actually going to slow down and watch a 4-minute video. So I thought that, I mean, everything was great. Agree, like the graphics on the Mission Creek sea level rise were excellent. On Univision, obviously the George Floyd piece, as we've already talked about, was exceptional in every way. Such important topics that Univision was tackling in such a comprehensive way. From the New York Times, I thought the photography in the Indigenous elders piece was stunning, just gorgeous, the photography in the video. And I thought that How We Gather Now was also really impressive in giving such a strong sense of place with relatively simple sort of daily street photography. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible slate of work.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the variety in the Chronicles portfolio. I think that they did a good job, getting different styles of works in there, and they generally did them all very well. I think that in Univision's portfolio, they proved that they can like really execute, multi faceted reporting very consistently. You know, they all have great stills, great video, great graphics and design. And I think, you know, it was easy to tell that, you know, they're very consistent in that work. And from the New York Times, I think what I took the most from their portfolio submission is that they really simplified the user experience in all of their pieces. You know, I think that it's not overwhelming, no matter like what the topic is. It's like easy to absorb. You can kind of, you know, if it's a visual essay, you're not being like inundated with too many things all at once. Everything like has like a very cohesive design. Or with the Harlem Choir piece, you know, that was, despite being something that seems very technically challenging, they made it very simple for the user to take in. So I really like that from their portfolio.
Yeah, I would agree with everything everyone has said. This is a really tough one. There's a lot of really impressive work in everyone's portfolio. I think for me, what set probably Univision and the San Francisco Chronicle apart a little bit from the New York Times is that they really used visual presentation or multimedia visual presentation to present some of their kind of bigger, meatier, perhaps investigative stories. And I thought that that was good and consistent throughout, even though like the types of stories that they were telling were varied. It was clear that they were using the presentation to signal to the audience that this is something we want you to really dig into or pay attention to. And we've done a lot of reporting and we want to showcase the reporting in many different ways. And so I think they both used maps and graphics and photo and video in really impressive ways. And then I agree on the New York Times. I mean, they were kind of clean, concise, very good user experience. I thought in all of their presentations, however, there was a little like less multimedia. So, you know, often it was photo and video and text. Presented very well, but less, you know, not really using maps or data in a different way. But yeah, overall, they were all very good.
Does anyone have the category description handy? Sorry, I don't have the link open. I thought that would be useful in weighing like how much we should be, or understanding how much we should be weighing presentation and like the depth of the journalism against each other. Since some of these pieces are so featurey, it's like a little hard to compare.
I have it here. So categories that are visually driven stories that feature multiple elements such as text, videos, photos, graphics, illustrations, and animations. Entries will be judged on the whole experience, including the journalism, storytelling, design, interactivity, and engagement.
Shall we try ranking them and see how close we are?
Let's
I
do
think
it.
so.
This is gonna be hard.
It's a lot of information to try and funnel into, you know,
Wow.
just 3 places. So I think, yeah, just thinking about them one at a time as a whole instead of the individual pieces, I think is important to try to do here. Okay, we're close.
I really went back and forth between
I did
1
too.
and 2.
I think it's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to add an argument for either?
Yeah, what's so hard here is I really could go either way with SF Chronicle and Univision. I don't think we can do a tie though, so. Let me think for a minute.
Yeah. Should we all like take a look at them again for a minute? Okay.
I think if I can add something just so I don't lose this thought. Maybe it's just exactly what I said already. The Univision portfolio really seems very, it's exactly what I said before. It's very consistent. I think like all of the components are very strong, and the Chronicles portfolio, they really like demonstrate a variety of styles. And I think it's going to come down to, what are we looking for in a portfolio? Is it that they can demonstrate, that they can do things, a multitude of like different things? Or is it, that consistent manner, like everything that they've done is pretty well, very clean, I don't think that's different. I didn't add anything.
I think it's fair to look back at and think about this. Well, this is the best of photojournalism contest, and we're paying attention to the journalism, storytelling, and impact as the primary determinants here. And in that regard, as I look back at the two sets of stories delivered here, I'm leaning towards Univision as the first place winner, given the difficulty of the subject matter they're reporting on, and the presentation of it to the audience in such a digestible way. These really complicated, very difficult to report subjects that are so hard to tackle, and then even harder to deliver to an audience in a way that's easy to understand or to get connected to.
Also underreported topics, especially in this format, like as like a big bet project. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I think those are all good points. And would also support Univision as first place, with the San Francisco Chronicle as a very close second.
I do want to say for the Chronicle, though, as a like regional paper that's very hyper focused on their audience, I think they're doing a great job. I think that the breadth of their reporting, does tackle the issues that are relevant to their readers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. The work here and in the last category was really exceptional. Particularly exceptional for like a paper that might not have the resources of like a national or international organization. Really stunning work.
Okay, should we lock it in?
Do we want to have a third place or honorable mention?
Third place is fine with me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll type it in here. What is this portfolio visual presentation? All right. Great. My gosh, we did it.